Welcome everybody. Jeffrey Guterman for the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. And we'll have the lineups for today, this afternoon's game in just a couple minutes. Greetings everybody, it's Jeffrey Guterman, and this is the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. This evening we have the Kansas City Royals at the Baltimore Orioles. This is the final game of a 3-game series. Baltimore has taken the first 2 games, 5-1 and 9-4, and pitching is Dick Drago for the Royals, right-hander, and Dave McNally for the Orioles, a southpaw. Let's look at our opening lineups here. For the Kansas City Royals, leading off is Paul Shaw. Playing third base. Batting second, Joe Foy. He's playing center, which is a change for Foy. Usually he's at, third base. Batting third is Buck Martinez, the catcher. The cleanup hitter is Hawk Taylor. He's playing right field. Batting fifth at first base is Chuck Harrison. Batting sixth at second, Jerry Adair. Bob Oliver batting seventh in left field. Batting eighth at short, Jackie Hernandez. And the pitcher, Dick Drago. For the Orioles, it's Buford leading off in left field. Paul Blair batting second in center field. Batting third, Frank Robinson in right. The cleanup hitter is Boog Powell at first base, and Kathy Harden has arrived. Great to see you, Kathy. Batting fifth at third base, Brooks Robinson. Batting sixth at second, Davey Johnson. Batting seventh and catching, back in the lineup after a few days off, Elrod Hendricks. Mark Belanger, batting eighth and playing shortstop. And the pitcher batting ninth. He bats right-handed. He's a southpaw, Dave McNally. Orioles come into this 18 games in first over Detroit. The Royals 34 games behind the first place Twins in last place. And in just a couple minutes, we expect our opening tweets to come out. Drago comes into this with 7 wins. Dave McNally with 15. Among the leaders in wins in the American League. Oh, that's just a regular cough. I haven't even ingested yet. Here goes, though. This is game 1311 out of 1944. It's the first game of August 7, 1969, in our 1969 replay. And that should be the tweet. It's up, and it's good. And the Baltimore Orioles take the field. And leading it off for the Kansas City Royals is Paul Shaw, the third baseman. The lineup is stocked with all right-handers. All right-handers against this southpaw, Dave McNally. You like that, dude, Kathy? I'm glad you do. I was thinking of you while I set it up. Thank you. Well, here's Paul Shaw. McNally is ready. Here's the windup and the pitch to Shaw. 4-11. A fly ball to center field. And Blair is under it for the first out. And we're underway. Yeah, it is pretty. I like that white toy. So it's one away. Here's Joe Foy. Foy, a right-handed hitter. Here's McNally now. Into his windup, and the pitch to Foy. 3-6, and that is a base hit by Foy. So Foy is on. And we have Kathy Harden for the O's. It really doesn't matter to me, so I'll go with the O's along with you. Foy on, he's a double-A, so that'll make him 1-15 being held against Hendricks. And Buck Martinez is the batter. All right, McNally from the stretch, and here's the pitch to Martinez. And there goes Foy, and he is safe. So Foy swipes second base, stealing that off of combination, actually, McNally and Hendricks. He's on second now with one out, and Buck Martinez with a full count. Okay, McNally now. And the pitch to Martinez. 2-7. And it's a base hit. And Foy comes home. Martinez right up the middle. And it's a 1-0 ball game. So Kansas City scores early off McNally. Martinez on first with one out, and here's Hawk Taylor getting a rare start. From the stretch, McNally now. 5-8. Grounds it to third. Robinson over to Johnson, to Powell, and the side is retired. But there was a run for Kansas City on 2 hits and none left. And after a half, it's KC 1, Baltimore coming to bat. Dick Drago is the starter. He's 1-7 this season. He'll face Buford here in the bottom of the first. Buford, switch hitter. Batting left against Drago. Okay, Drago is ready now. Here's the pitch to Buford. 4-2. Fly ball center field. And under that is Joe Foy. It's one away. Well, we're just underway here at Memorial. Very nice crowd for this twilight game. Start 5:30 p.m. start. Paul Blair is up. Drago is ready, and here's the pitch to Blair. 4-10. He grounds it to short. Hernandez whips it to Harrison. 2 out. Drago has retired the first 2 birds here. And here's Frank Robinson. This is the Strat-O-Matic 1969 replay. Okay, Drago. And the pitch to Robinson. That's 5-4. Grounder to third. Scooped by Scholl, he's a 4. 14-4. And he boots it for an error. So Robinson is on after Paul Scholl, the third has errored. And here comes John Boog Powell. Big man, left-handed hitter. You know, we haven't heard from Frank Howard in a while, you know? Looking ahead at the schedule. We have a lighter schedule this date, only 6 games, about half the league, travel day for other teams. The Senators are off today. They're traveling and they'll be hosting the Pilots. They were on the road. They'll be starting a road trip here. Okay, Drago is ready. Frank Robinson on first, 2 down. Here's the pitch from Drago now. 3-10, and he grounds it to second. A dare over to Harrison. And the side is retired. No runs, no hits. The error by Scholl. And after 1, it's a 1-0 ball game. Consider that almost like a handicap. This expansion team. Chuck Harrison will lead it off for the Royals. Royals in last. Seattle has about a 2.5 game lead, give or take, over them. They're in 5th. The 2 expansion teams, both in the West. This, the first year of expansion play and divisional play. Chuck Harrison, right-handed hitter. McNally is ready. Here's his windup and the pitch to Harrison. 2-6, and he pops it up to short. Belanger makes the catch. 1 down. Here's Jerry Adair. And we're bringing you all the broadcasts every game. Every game in this season. And there's a called strike to Adair. Okay, McNally winds, and here's the pitch. 3-12, and he flies it to right field. That's for Frank Robinson. He makes the catch. It's 2 away. For Bob Oliver now. 2 out, nobody on, top of the 2nd. If you're just joining us, Royals 1-0 over the O's. 3rd of a 3. O's took the first 2. O's are gliding their way to a divisional championship. We expect them to face the Twins in the American League Championship, sometime in 2024. We don't know when. Okay, McNally is ready. Oliver at the plate. Here's the pitch. 5-6, and he grounds it to short. Belanger sweeps it up and throws Oliver out. It's a 1-2-3 for McNally. That's more like a Dave McNally kind of inning. And after 1.5, very neat ball game. It's 1-0 Kansas City. Beautiful evening here in Baltimore. City by the sea. Seagulls. It's so sad what's happened to our cities. Okay, Drago on the mound. He is a right-hander. Facing Brooks Robinson here, bottom of the second. And the pitch to Robinson. 5-7. And that is a ground ball to first, and it's stopped by Harrison. He throws to Drago, covering the bag for the first out. Nice play by Harrison, and heads up by Dick Drago. Anytime it's hit to the right side and you're the pitcher, you need to be running over. Anytime. Okay, here's Dave Johnson. I hear Judge is coming back after a brief injury. That's real world. Okay, Drago. Pitch to Johnson. 5-6, and he flies it to right field. Under it is Taylor for the second out. Now Elrod Hendricks. Dale Rempel was catching a few games there. Both Elrod and Andy Etchebarren were hurt, and Elrod's back now. Nice to have Elrod back in the lineup, even though it's awfully nice to have Clay Dale Rempel catching games. Okay, Drago ready now. And the pitch to Elrod. 2-9. And it's hit deep by Elrod. To left field, going back is Oliver. It is gone. Elrod has tied it up with a home run in his first game back after a few days off. A Dick Drago changeup. 2-9. Home run 1-19. That's almost as clean as a baby's ass. He had 12 in real world. Elrod has been hitting a few lately. For Elrod, that is number 10 for Elrod Hendricks. I guess he's slightly overperformed. No, maybe just right around where he needs to be. Home run number 10 for Elrod. At 12 in real world. Here comes Mark Belanger now, with 2 outs, nobody on. 1 in on the blast by Elrod. Okay, Drago ready now. And here's the pitch to Belanger. 3-9, and Belanger gets a base hit. How do you like that? Belanger on first with 2 outs. And Dave McNally, the batter. Dave, a 1-R. I believe he once hit a grand slam in a World Series. I don't remember. I think it was 1970, but I'm not certain. The pitcher. that happened in Strat-O-Matic, you'd say would be ridiculous, right? So don't say that about anything that happens. Okay, here's the pitch from Drago. 2-5, and he struck him out. So the side is out. There was 1 run, 2 hits. A solo blast by Hendricks, his 10th of the year. After 2, it's a tie ball game. Yes, it is. Look at that. Jackie Hernandez leads it off here for the Royals, top of the 3rd. Then it'll be Drago and top of the order, Shaw. McNally. Pitch to Hernandez, 1-11, and he grounds it to first. Boog has it, and he'll walk it over. 1 down. Boog is a big man. Here's Dick Drago now. He's a 1 WR. It's a very nice ball game on a very nice evening, I might add. McNally, here's the pitch to Drago. 2-10, he walked him. And we know that. We know the 210 on the number 1 pitcher's card. It's a walk. It's the only non-out on the card. And it seems to happen quite a bit. So Drago on first, 1 down. Here's Paul Shaw. Flew to center in the first. Boy, this stuff gives me cotton mouth. I'm telling you. Lord. McNally working from the stretch. The pitch to Shaw. 6-5. And that is a double off the wall for Shaw. McNally rounding 3rd. 1-10. -1, 1-9. He will hold for Joe Foy. Oh my, McNally allows a double off Shaw after he walked Drago. Whew, 2nd and 3rd. And they're going to walk Joe Foy. So it's bases loaded for the double play. Infield back, Buck Martinez now. Foy on first, Shaw on second, and Drago on 3rd. 1 down. Here's McNally now. Pitch to Martinez. 2-7. And that's a base hit by Buck Martinez. It's the same spot. Drago scores, Scholl scores, Foy goes into 3rd. It's 1st and 3rd, a 2-out single. And that will give Buck Martinez his 2nd and 3rd RBIs of this ball game. My Lord. Still only 1 out. Hendricks out to talk to McNally for a moment. (3-1) Royals now. And here's Hawk Taylor. Hawk grounded into a double. You know, that's what they're looking for again. From the stretch, McNally. The pitch to Hawk. 5-3. Fly ball left. Going back Buford. He's a 2. 14-2, and he makes the catch and the runners hold. He throws it in. It was not hit too deeply. Big out for McNally. It's 2 away now for Chuck Harrison. First and third. Here's McNally. 5-6. Then there's a grounder to short, and Belanger has it. Throws him out. Side retired. 2 runs, though, for the Royals. On 2 hits, 2 walks, one of them intentional, 2 left. The big hit, I thought, was Paul Shaw with the double. And then Martinez knocking him and Drago home. Those were the only hits, actually. But they were both big. Huge. It's a 3-1 ball game. Meanwhile, Drago will face the top of this Orioles order. Buford flew to center in the first. Okay, the pitch to Buford. That's 4-7, left-handed, and it's a line drive to second, caught by Jerry Adair. Nice catch by Jerry. 1 away. Here's Paul Blair. Drago winds and deals. And it's a double off center for Blair. So Blair gets a 1-out double. And that's going to bring up Frank Robinson, reached on the error by Scholl at third. It's 1 out. Drago. And the pitch to Robinson. 1-7. And it's a fly ball to center field. And Joe Foy is under it. And that's 2 away. So it's up to the big man here to see if he can get anything out of this. Buford, Blair on second with 2 down. Big man, John Boog Powell. Left-handed hitter. Here's Drago now. 4-9. And that is a base hit. And Blair comes home. So that'll make it a 3-2 ball game. Wow, it's exciting stuff. Boog Powell with a clutch 2-out single to bring home, and that's a good hitter. He didn't have to hit it out of the park, just get a good shot at it. And all of a sudden the Orioles get a run scored with 2 down. Now Powell's on first. And here's Brooks Robinson. Boo! Yeah. And Brooks, he grounded to first last inning. Okay, Drago. And the pitch to Brooks. 4-6. Struck him out. And that's the second for Dick Drago. Side retired. 1 run. On 2 hits. And 1 left on. Powell bringing home Blair. After 3, it's a 3-2 ball game. Here at Memorial Stadium in Baltimore. And McNally takes the mound. McNally has allowed 3 runs in 3 innings. Not exactly what we expect from Dave McNally. But you never know. He may settle down and be awesome for the rest of the game. We'll see. And here's Jerry Adair coming to the plate. He'll lead her off here for the Royals in the top of the 4th. Okay, McNally is ready. Here's the windup and the pitch to Adair. 6-9, struck him out. And that's the first for Dave. He's I guess above average. He's not known primarily, but he is certainly above average, about 6-7 a game per 9 innings. It's 1 out now, and Bob Oliver, the batter. Oliver 0 for 1. McNally winds, and the pitch. That's a reroll. .37. Fly ball center. Getting under that is Blair for 2-way. And now it's Jackie Hernandez who grounded to first in the 2nd. It's 2 outs, nobody on, top of the 4th. 3-2, KC. And the pitch to Hernandez. 4-8, walked him. That's the 3rd walk for McNally. He did have 1 intentional. And the pitcher, Dick Drago, who walked and scored on Martinez. Base hit, along with Scholl. Hernandez on first, 2 down. The pitch to Drago. 3-6, right-hander. Base hit, Drago. Hernandez goes to 3rd. So with 2 outs, Royals have 1st and 3rd. Drago, the pitcher, with a base hit. And here comes Paul Scholl, 1 for 2. Drago, McNally in trouble again. But 2-way. Here's the pitch to Scholl. 5-5. Grounded to short, Belanger. He's a 2. 8-2. And he throws him out. And the side is retired. McNally gets out of it. No runs, 1 hit, 1 walk, 2 left. And in the middle of the 4th, it's 3-2. KC still having a great time here. Dick Drago now. This one's tight. 2 very good pitchers. You know, Drago, he died, by the way. Is McNally still with us? I looked him up earlier. I think Dave died. My Lord, 20 years ago. Jesus Christ, 21 years ago. And he was 60. How did he die? Lung and prostate cancer. And he was diagnosed with it and died of it 5 years later in 2002. That's very sad. That's sad. Davey Johnson leading it off against Drago here. Bottom of the 4th. Royals with a 3-2 lead. Okay, here's the pitch to Johnson. 2-2. And Johnson hits it deep to left. Going back is Oliver. He hits a home run. It's a tie ball game. Davy Johnson with a solo blast off Drago. How do you like that? We'll look at that again. He had 7 in real life. Real world, I should say. For Johnson. That is number 6 for Davy Johnson. Number 6 for Davy. A tying home run here at Baltimore Memorial. Fans love it. It's a 3-3 ball game. How do you like that? I'll be a horse's ass. You know that? Oh, I'm sorry, it's 6. I thought it was 6 home runs for Davy. Yes. That's what's recorded. Okay, here comes Hendricks. The game is tight. This is tight as a... I don't even want to tell you how tight this is. Here's Hendricks now, who homered. Drago. The pitch to Hendricks. 2-3. It's a base hit up the middle for Elrod. His second hit of the game. So Elrod is on. And here's Mark Belanger. McNally comes out on deck. No outs. Pitch to Belanger. 6-7. A grounder to second. Now this could be, who knows what this could be. 6-7 grounder to second. That's for a dare of 3. 23. Re-roll. Re-roll. 9-3. And he throws him out. Double play. Nice play by Jerry. 2 outs. Nobody on. And here's McNally. It's a tie ball game. Royals giving these Orioles a run for their money. Okay, Drago. Here's the pitch to McNally. 6-5, right-handed, struck him out. And the side is retired. That's the 3rd, by the way, for Drago. 1 run, though. And after 4, it's a 3-3 ball game. Isn't that? It's a very neat ball game. Despite the home runs, all sorts of shit on there, but it's still a very tidy arrangement. Top of the 5th, then I'll be taking an extended break. Just so I don't lose my mind. Joe Foy is going to lead it off. He singled, stole second, and scored on Martinez's base hit in the 1st. Intentionally walked in the 3rd. That was to load him up for the double. Okay. McNally now. McNally's been in trouble 3 out of 4 innings. Here's the pitch, 1-8. And it's a base hit by Foy. So it's a Foy situation again. 1-8. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, 1-8 base hit. Right up the middle. Foy being held 1-15. And Buck Martinez 2 for 2. Foy has already stolen a base. Okay, being held. Here's the pitch to Buck Martinez. Foy not going. 5-3. Fly ball left field. Buford, he's a 2, 7-2. And he makes the catch. And Foy holds. 1 down for Hawk Taylor. McNally from the stretch. And the pitch to Hawk. And there goes Foy. Oh, and he's safe. He does it again. Joe Foy has stolen second base, his second of the game. Hawk Taylor. McNally, full count on Taylor, and the pitch, 3-11, a fly ball to left field, a lazy, hazy fly, and Buford hauls it down, 2 outs, Foy holds. And it's up to Chuck Harrison, clutch situation, he's 0 for 2. McNally trying to get out of this. Here's the pitch from McNally. 4-11. And he flies it to center, and Blair is there. And the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We've gone halfway unless something else happens. And it's a 3-3 ball game. And I hope you're enjoying the ball game. This is the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. Oh, Christ, yes it is. And I'm going to just settle myself for a couple minutes. And take one of maybe 2 breaks this evening. In due course, we'll be going to the bottom of the 5th, and the Orioles top of the order again to face Dick Drago, who somehow has managed to keep the Royals in this ball game, despite 2 home runs, 1 to Hendricks and 1 to Davy Johnson. The fuck is going on? What fucking crap is that? Yeah, it's a little better. I'm going to dip into my cannabis a little more. There we go. These are very, very powerful hits. I want to tell you that, everybody. That it's very deceiving how small you can take, and how deceivingly good it is. If you look right here, you'll see there's just some flour right there at the beginning in the chillum, and we're gonna ingest that right now. Nut. Very, very tasty, I would say. Very. Kathy, that's very tasty stuff. Here's Dick Drago now. Big test for Drago, facing the top of the order. He faced the top in the first, got no runs, and then let up a run in the third. 1 of 3 when the top here started. It's going to be Buford. Switch hitter batting left, Buford. Okay, Drago now. Hold on. I want to see something. Buford leading it off. There's something wrong with Buford. His glove or something. He's adjusting it. Drago is ready. Here's the pitch to Buford. 5-7, switch hitter, and that is a double off the wall by Buford to lead it off. Here comes Blair. It's a tough lineup, folks. Drago's endurance is the 7th. Here's Drago from the stretch. Pitch to Blair. 5-3. Grounds it back to Drago. He's a 1. 21, re-roll. 18-1, re-roll. 3-1, and he throws him out. Took a while, but it happened. So it's 1 away. Buford holds. Comes Frank Robinson now. Okay, Robinson 0 for 2. He did reach on the error. Left on base. It's Buford on second, 1 down. From the stretch, Drago now. And the pitch. 6-7. Grounded to second. A dare, he's a 3. 12-3, and he throws him out, and Buford holds. Quite impressive here, Drago and the Royals. Holding this, and here comes the big man. He came out before with 2 outs, and Blair on second singled him home. Well, it's Buford now. 2 outs. Drago. The pitch to John Boog. Oh, 3-2. And it's a base hit by Powell. Buford, though, goes to third and holds. Quickly thrown in by Foy. So Powell with his second single. It's first and third, 2 out now for Brooks. So they're tapping away here at Dick Drago. Brooks Robinson 0 for 2. It's 2 outs, first and third. 3-3 game. Drago from the stretch. 4-8. Fly ball center, and Foy is there for the catch. And the side is retired, so Drago gets in trouble but gets out of it. And, you know, Shakespeare said all's well that ends well, but at what cost? Lots of pitches. Both pitchers throwing a lot of pitches tonight. A lot of full counts. It's a 3-3 ball game. Well, I'll be a horse's ass. Look at that. Isn't that a game, huh? Dick Drago trying to hang in there with the Royals. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my Christ. Okay, leading it off, Jerry Adair here in the top of the 6th. And it's a very, very tense ball game here. McNally on the mound. Not exactly a McNally kind of night. Okay, here's McNally. The pitch to Adair. 5-5. And he grounds it to short. That's for Belanger. He's a 2. And he throws him out. So there's one away. That Belanger. You know, there were a couple games back there where he made an error or 2. And I said, what the hell? He's a 2. But it happens. But he's a great fielder. He's a great ball player. And sadly, he died of cancer. I think it was lung cancer. They're all gone. So life is very short. Should I waste my life worrying? Come on. Think about it, Jeff. Here's Bob Oliver, 1 out. Oh, it's shaping up to be a beauty. Oh, Kathy Harden. You have a way with words. It's shaping up to be a beauty. But how quickly that can change. We know that in baseball. And folks, we are into this. It's fantasy replay. But we really act as if it's happening. Okay? Same lineups. Same freaking lineups that were used. So it's very, very interesting. And this one is shaping. This one is morphing. This is one of those games. So Bob Oliver steps in with 1 out, nobody on. McNally. And the pitch to Oliver. 4-6. And it's a base hit by Oliver, just beyond the reach of Davy Johnson. Oh, Johnson dove for it and could not get it. Oh my, beautiful try by Davy Johnson. It's a base hit for Oliver. Oliver on first, one down now. Jackie Hernandez. Oliver the go-ahead run here. We're at Memorial Stadium, and we are in the midst of watching a game. One that is shaping up to be very good. McNally, the pitch to Hernandez. 110. And that's a base hit to left. Oh my, Dave McNally this is not McNally's night. Oliver goes to second, 1-14. He'll hold. First and second one out. And Dick Drago will hit. They are not going to pull him. In the sixth, they're going to show support for Dick Drago. So Drago steps up here. Now remember, Drago walked and scored in the third, and then singled, was left on in the fourth. He's 1 for 1. And it's first and second, one down here. Here's McNally now from the stretch. The pitch to Drago. 5'9", right-handed. Fly ball to left field. And Buford is there. 2 away. Runners hold. And here's Paul Scholl. Paul 1 for 3 today. Yeah. Big Paul Scholl. First and second, 2 down. McNally trying to get out of a lot tonight. He's trying to get out of this one. Pitch to Scholl. 5'8". Grounder to third, Brooks. Over to John Boog. And the side is retired. So, no runs, 2 hits, both left. And ample opportunities for both clubs to score. But the pitchers have stopped them. And that's what's been happening here. Big Dick Drago. Because, you know, we're not going to say he's pitched great baseball, 3 runs in 5 innings. It's not great, but it's a tie ball game. And here's Davy Johnson, who hit the home run to tie the game for the third time. One. 2. They've tied the game twice, the Orioles. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3. They've tied the game 3 times. They've come back to tie the ball game. That's something. Davy Johnson at the plate. Drago. And here's the pitch to Johnson. 6-8. And it's a base hit by Johnson to start it off here in the bottom of the 6th. Johnson on first, Kathy Hart. And here comes Elrod. Elrod back in the lineup after being out a few nights. Homered and then singled. It's Johnson on first, no outs. Drago from the stretch. 6-10. That's a fly ball. Whoa, in the middle of a big trouble there. That's a fly ball to center. Foy is a 4. Let's see if he can get to this. 3-4. Yes, he does. And boy, does he throw it in quickly. Nice play by Foy, even though he's a 4. What a ball game. Here comes Belanger now. Mark 1 for 2. Look at that, McNally on deck. What a ball game. Okay, Drago with Johnson on first, 1 down. Pitch to Belanger. That's 3-4, and he flies it to right field. And under it is Taylor. Hawk Taylor throws it back in, 2 down. And yes, they'll let McNally hit. It's a sort of an iffy call, but it was a different game back then. So, Lord will let him hit. Plus, he has settled down. Maybe Drago has settled down. Here's the pitch to McNally. 6-8, right-hander. Base hit to left field, McNally. Johnson. 1-13, 1-15. 1-13, he'll hold. And here's Don Buford. Now here's a chance for Buford. With a big single by McNally. So Buford steps up. He's 1 for 3 tonight, Don Buford. We're all tied here, 3-3. Third game of the series, 3-game series. Birds took the first 2 games. 5-1, 9-4. Okay, Drago. From the stretch, 1-9, and he flies it to right field, playable by Hawk Taylor. And the side is retired. No runs, 2 hits, and 2 left. Boy, we have had runners left on base tonight. I don't keep track of that, but there's quite a few here. Okay, McNally now. Both pitchers have settled down the last 2 innings here. We're in the top of the 7th. Joe Foy will lead it off. Foy is 2 for 2 and a walk, intentional. 2 singles, scored, stole 2 bases. Perfect night for Joe Foy. Perfect fucking night. Joe Foy. Sadly, I think he died. I think he got involved in drugs. Became very addicted, but I don't know what he died of. It's very sad. Peel away the layers, folks. We're all human beings. Oh, that's good weed. Here's Joe Foy. McNally. And the pitch. 1-7. Uh-oh. He pops it up to third. For Brooks. 1 down. What a ball game. And Buck Martinez steps in. Buck is 2 for 3. Lots of base runners, lots of tough situations. Both McNally and Drago have fought themselves out of it. And we find ourselves 3-3 here, top of the 7th. Here's McNally now. 4-7. And that's a base hit by Buck Martinez, his 3rd hit of the game, all singles. Buck Martinez with his 3rd hit off McNally. He's got McNally's number there. And Hawk Taylor now. Hawk is 0 for 3 tonight. McNally seems to be a little bit off his thing tonight. And he's still pitching well. Okay? If he continues to pitch well. Here's the pitch to Hawk. 1-11. That's grounded to second. Davey steps on the bag and throws it to John Boog. And the side is retired. Oh, Davey. I don't know if any of you remember. We're in the 7th inning stretch. Davey. You remember Goliath, the dog? Do you remember Davey and Goliath, the show? It was a Christian show. As a little kid on Saturday mornings, I used to love it. So corny. Okay, but actually some of the stories were really good. Good messages, seriously. Lord, we got a frickin' ball game. Am I right? Or what? I'm taking a break. I need to get out. I need to I need to move, folks. We'll be back. I'm hoping it's in 5 minutes. It might be somewhere between 5 and 10 minutes. And in the meantime, I wish you the very best. Maybe what I'll do for you is play you some of my originals. I've written 100 and some odd songs. And over 100. And I went to the studio. I recorded about 40 of them at the studio. I layered my own, playing the multiple instruments, you know. So we'll let this go for a few minutes. You give me hope and lots of loving. Without a sound, you turn me around. I just wanna say, baby, I love you. Baby, I love you. Baby, I love you. I'll be back in just a few minutes. Thank you. I just want to say, baby, I love you. All through the day as I work and I play. Hey everybody, Jeffrey Guterman, and we are on this is the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network, and we're in the middle of a doozy. This game has surely shaped up to be a doozy of a ball game. And you're watching it live or you're watching it on demand. I want to say hello to both audiences tonight. And this is the moment of truth for Dick Drago, who's allowed 3 runs in 6 innings. I want to tell you, he's kept the Royals in this ball game. Some good plays in the field by the Royals. Kept them in this ball game against the first place by 18 games Orioles. Almost 20. And Paul Blair is coming up. It's going to be Blair, Robinson, and Powell, the choice loin of the lineup. Drago now. Moment of truth, his endurance inning. 3-3 tie, bottom of the 7th. Here's the windup by Drago. 6-5. He struck him out. For Dick, that's the 4th tonight. Dick Drago gets Blair swinging. My Lord. And it's going to be Frank Robinson now. Future Hall of Famer, I would say. Thank you very much, Kathy Harden. Thank you. That's just a snippet. Frank Robinson now. 0 for 3 tonight. 1 out, no one on. Drago. And the pitch to Robinson. 6-6. Struck him out! That's 2 in a row. And the 5th for Drago. And here comes the big man. Big man with 26 home runs this season. Puts him in 7th in the league. Howard has 41, leads the majors. And we're not going to see Frank until next week, because it's a travel day. The August 7th of 1969. Big Boog, 2 outs, nobody on. Dick now. That's 1-6. And he walked him. So the big man trots to first. And here comes Brooks. Brooks 0 for 3 now. Powell is the go-ahead run with 2 outs. Here's the pitch from Drago. 5-8. Grounds it to short. Hernandez has it. Throws it over to Harrison, and the side is retired. Drago. A very good inning there. Pitched his way around Powell, the big man. He let up 2 singles to Powell. Maybe he wondered if he wouldn't be so lucky this time. Side is retired. It's a 3-3 ball game. We've gone 7. And here's McNally going head-to-head with Drago. The Royals at the Orioles. Final game. Orioles took the first two. Casey trying to avoid the sweep. It's going to be Chuck Harrison to lead it off here. 0 for 3 tonight. Harrison and Adair. Actually, Taylor, Harrison, and Adair are 0 for 10. But here's Harrison now. Taylor 0 for 4 tonight. And the pitch to Harrison. That's 4-7. And that is a line drive to short, caught by Belanger. Nice catch by Mark. And that's what he does. Okay? Over and over again. So 1 down. Here's Jerry Adair. We're in the top of the 8th. It's tied up. That's 3 here. Dick Drago, really fun. Okay, Adair, right-handed hitter. Pitch from McNally now. 4-7. And that's a base hit. That one Belanger did not get. So Harris, Adair on first here with 1 out, and Bob Oliver. From the stretch, McNally. 4-11. Fly ball center. Blair makes the catch. Adair holds 2 down. Now Jackie Hernandez. Grounded to first, walked and singled tonight. Adair the go-ahead run on first, 2 outs. 3-7. Grounds it back to McNally. He tosses it to Boog. And that side is retired. So it's no runs, 1 hit. The pitchers are really, since the 5th. And here comes Dick Drago. I'm going to tell you something. Dick Drago is due up first in the top of the 9th. Okay, Lee, I usually go, if it's the 9th, I go with a pinch hitter if you're not winning. That's usually mine. Here's Davey Johnson. 8, 9 innings is enough for anyone to pitch. I think I had Jenkins pitch 10 innings 1 game, and he lost, or 11 innings, you know. You can't. Okay, here's Davey Johnson. Pitch from Drago, 3-8. And he pops it up to short, and Hernandez makes the catch, 1 away. So we got Johnson this time. Here's Elrod, 2 for 3 tonight. Hit the home run. Pitch to Elrod, 3-8. And that's a pop up to first. And it's Chuck Harrison making the catch. 2 away. Drago easing his way through now. And here's Mark Belanger. McNally is not on deck, or maybe on deck, I don't know. But I'm going to tell you, Ed Watt is warming. The right-hander. And, you know, they have the luxury of not having to burn out their bullpen. But we don't want to underuse it. But they, you know, I would have had a second pitcher warming up right now, but they don't need to. And there is actually action in the Kansas City bullpen. Rickersham and Moorhead came in yesterday's game. And look at that. It's Mo Drabowski, the right-hander, Love Mo Drabowski. And Tom Bergmeyer, the left-hander. How do you like that? So, both sides have pitchers warming. It's Mark Belanger, 2 out, nobody on Drago. Pitch to Belanger. 5-9, and he flies it to right field, and Hawk Taylor makes the catch. It's 1-2-3 for Dick Drago. So it's quite an impressive outing for Dick Drago. That will be his last inning for Dick Drago. We want to say that right now because there's going to be a pinch hitter for Dick. Dick pitched 8 innings of good baseball. He did allow 10 hits. He walked only 1, struck out 5, and allowed 3 earned runs. And in case you might be curious, coming in next inning to face probably a pinch hitter for McNally. Will be Eddie Watt. Eddie Watt, yeah. I told you about that. Well, here's McNally now, pitching his 9th and final inning of the ball game. We get the inside of that, and there's going to be a hitter for Dick Drago. Everybody's coming in now. Mo Drabowski and Bergmeyer warming. Drabowski will come in. Let's see who's hitting now to start it off. Against the left-handed hitter, pitcher McNally. It's going to be Scott Northey, a right-handed hitter. He had 61 at-bats. Scott Northey coming in to hit for Drago. Okay, McNally facing Northey. It's top of the 9th, people. It's a 3-3 ball game. Here's McNally now. And the pitch to Northey. 3-10. Struck him out. McNally with his... Wow. Don't tell me it's his first. His second of the ball game. So Northey is fanned. And here comes Paul Scholl, 1 for 4 tonight. McNally can still win this. Actually, no, he cannot win this. He can lose it. He can lose it big time. And he can get no decision. Scholl at the plate. Okay, McNally, the windup and the pitch. Oh, 1-6, and he grounds it back to McNally. Throws it over to Boog, and it's 2-way. So we've seen some real good pitching here since the 4th inning. And it's just been an all-around good ball game. Here's Joe Foy, 2 outs, nobody on. McNally, the windup. 6-8, struck him out. Number 3 for McNally. So what a performance it was for Dave McNally. he could win this because there's going to be a pinch hitter for Dave McNally. And McNally pitched 9. He allowed 10 hits also, just like Drago. He walked 3. One of them was intentional. He struck out 3 and he allowed 3 runs. So Drago and McNally both in the end. And I said, what if they both, pitch great, Or one of, I think McNally I was referring to. Let's see who's hitting for Dave. Oh, Lord. Facing Mo Drabowski, the new pitcher. Let's let him take his warm-ups. Drabowski for Drago. Go check this guy out. Read his bio. He was a real guy. And his name was Mo Drabowski. And he's going to face a pinch hitter, probably a left-hander if they can. If they can. But they really don't have... Look at that. It's going to be someone who was not really my favorite player in the world, but I just feel like it. Dave May, a left-handed hitter for the Orioles. This sort of goes against my grain a little bit. I just wouldn't... Nothing against him. But here's Dave May now, pinch hitting. Left-handed hitter against Mo Drabowski. Okay, here goes Mo. Mo winds, and the pitch to May. 4-5, left-handed, hit deep. And the ball game is over. Dave May with a walk-off pinch hit home run in the bottom of the 9th. Let's look at it again. 4-5. And home run 1-11. Does he have the power? Yes, he fucking does. Against right-handers. 11. And that is gone. Kathy Harden. Dave May with a walk-off game-winning home run. Yeah, it was a home run. And the final score, Baltimore Orioles 4. Kansas City Royals 3. What a game, folks. Dave May with the walk-off for May. That is his first home run of the season. Dave May, he had 3 in real world. The winning pitcher is Dave McNally. That is his 16th of the season for the Orioles. Let's add that. Dave McNally with number 16. He is among the lead leaders. He is now tied for second with his teammate Mike Cuellar. Boswell of Minnesota leads the league with 17. Marichal has been hanging for 2 starts on 19, trying to crack that. Meanwhile, the Giants have slipped back to 2 games behind. They were within a game, I believe. Maybe even a half game, I don't know. McNally gets the win. The loss goes to Drabowski. The second pitch to May. He pitched 0 innings. He allowed 1 hit. His ERA for this game is infinite. The final line, Baltimore Orioles, 4 runs, 11 hits. And it was that 11th hit that won it. Kansas City, 3 runs, 10 hits. And they had 1 error. Star of the game. Co-stars of the game. I don't see Mr. Perota. You there, Kathy? I don't see anybody. But it's McNally and May. A walk-off solo home run by Dave May for the Orioles to win it. Not that this game really matters. Not that any American League game for the rest of the season really matters. The Orioles now have an 18 and 1/2 game lead. The Twins are 12 ahead, and that's only because the Oakland A's are doing considerably better than Detroit is. Detroit, a shadow of its World Championship winning self, and Baltimore off to just, has the makings of a great team. Cuellar, like I said, Cuellar has won 16, and so has McNally. Palmer will be pitching more here in the end of the season because he's been hurt for a bit, and therefore you're not going to see those kind of numbers for Jim. So we'll keep an eye on Jim. I enjoyed this game with all of you. It was unbelievable. That's all I could say. It's almost like you saw a great game there. Okay. Not almost. Dave May. The left-handed hitter off of Drabowski, the right-hander. And the Orioles sweep the Royals. In case you're interested, I'll tell you something. Both clubs will get new series after this. This series is over. KC came into Baltimore here for this 3-game series. The Orioles are home, and they're on a homestand now, and they will host the Twins starting on the 8th. That'll be next week. That should be very, very, very... All right, Kathy Harden, thank you. And we'll put this one in the books in due course. The Twins and the Orioles, sort of a matchup of the championship series, because that's where it looks like it's headed. Look at that. Tigers, a doubleheader at the White Sox. It is a Friday night. Oakland has a doubleheader at Yankee. But as far as this date goes, we're going to be doing tomorrow Seattle at Boston Red Sox. I could not. Talbot is on a different team. He's on Oakland, I believe. They do that if they're traded sometimes. So you have to deal with it. He's a right-handed pitcher. So I'm throwing Dave Marshall. And for the Red Sox, it will be Nagy, and I like Nagy. So I sure enjoyed this ball game with all of you, and I'm enjoying how this replay is shaping up. It was a great game, Kathy Harden. You take care. Absolutely. And I'm Jeffrey Guterman from the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network, thanking you for being with us tonight. We enjoyed you very much, and we hope you'll join us tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern U.S. time for the Seattle Pilots at the Boston Red Sox. We'll get into it. I hope Tommy Harper's playing. I use the exact lineups on Baseball Reference. And we'll do it right here, okay? We'll have our dice ready. We're probably going to go back to the double whites here tomorrow. Very unique from these colorful small dice are used only rarely when you're really stuck. You want to stay true to the colors. For Seattle, for example, just to give you an idea, you have sort of interesting thing here. Seattle is blue and gold, I believe. And the Red Sox are red and sort of a dark purple blue. Is that right? Or what? You all think it's black? I don't think so. So we'll go with red, and we'll go with, probably go with red and blue with white dye, white small dye. We'll probably go with a red 20 dye, and we'll work it out tomorrow. Oh shit. You all have a good night, okay?